Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I will teach you on how to add and subtract simple fractions and mixed numbers. These are our objectives for today. Determine if the following fractions are similar fractions, dissimilar fractions, and mixed numbers. Right, so 1/8, 3/8, and 5/8. So these are similar fractions. Next, 2/3, 3/4, and 5/6. So these are dissimilar fractions because they have different denominators. Next, 1 and 1/8, 2 and 1/4, 3 and 3/4 are mixed numbers. 2/4, 3/5, and 7/9 are dissimilar fractions.
Okay, now let's have an example on adding similar fractions. We have 7/20 plus 3/20 plus 4/20. In adding similar fractions, we just copy their common denominator and add their numerator. So our common denominator is 20. So write 20, then add the numerators. We have 7 plus 3, that is 10, plus 4, we have 14/20. Right, so 14/20. So, do you think this is already in simplest form? Okay, right, that is not already in simplest form because 14/20 can be divided by 2. So, divide 14 by 2 and also 20 divided by 2 to reduce 14/20 to its lowest term. So 14 divided by 2 is 7, and 20 divided by 2 is 10. And 7/10 is already in its simplest form. Okay, so we have 7/10 as the sum of 7/20 and 3/20 and 4/20. Another example, we have 1/3 plus 2/3. So since they are similar fractions, we just copy their common denominator, and that is 3. Then find the sum of their numerator. So 1 plus 2, we have 3. Then divide the numerator and the denominator. So since this is an improper fraction because the number in the numerator is the same with the number in the denominator. So 3 divided by 3, that is 1. So therefore, 1/3 plus 2/3 is equal to 1. Now, let us subtract similar fractions. 5/7 minus 3/7. So, in subtracting similar fractions, just copy their common denominator and subtract their numerator. So, since 7 is our common denominator, so just copy, then subtract the numerator, 5 minus 3, and that is 2. Then, 2/7, do you think this is already in simplest form? Yes, that is already in simplest form. So therefore, the difference of 5/7 and 3/7 is 2/7. Second example, we have 15/25 minus 10/25. So again, since they have common denominator, just copy their common denominator, that is 25. Then subtract the numerator, so 15 minus 10, we have 5. So ang 5/25 ba ay nasa simplest form? Of course not. So we can divide 5 and 25 by its common factor na 5. So divide 5 by 5, then divide 25 by 5. So 5 divided by 5 is 1. 25 divided by 5 is 5. So 1 over 5 is already in simplest form. Therefore, 1/5 is the difference of 15 over 25 and 10 over 25. Okay, now let us add mixed numbers having like denominators. So if we have 2 and 3/4 plus 8 and 2/4. So we have two methods in adding mixed numbers. First one is by changing mixed number to improper fraction first before adding. So to change 2 and 3/4 into an improper fraction, we have to multiply the whole number by the denominator and add the numerator. 2 times 4, 8, plus 3, we have 11. Then, just copy again the denominator. So, 2 and 3/4 is 11 over 4. Plus 8 and 2/4. So, multiply the whole number by the denominator. 8 times 4, we have 32 plus 2, that is 34 over 4. Right. So, we have already similar fractions but also improper fractions. So, we can now add 11 over 4 and 34 over 4. So, copy their common denominator, that is 4. Then, add the numerator. 11 plus 34 is 45. So, we have 45 over 4. So, 45 over 4 is an improper fraction. So, we need to reduce this by changing it to mixed fraction. So, para ma-change natin yung improper fraction to mixed fraction, i-divide natin yung 45, divide 45 by 4. So, 45 divided by 4, ilang 4 ang nasa 45? Okay, so meron tayong 11 na 4 sa 45. Then, multiply 11 by 4. 11 times 4, we have 44. Then, subtract 45 minus 44. 5 minus 4, 1. 4 minus 4, 0. So, our quotient will be our whole number. Then, ang remainder ay magiging numerator. Then, yung denominator natin ay hindi magbabago. So, that is still 4. So, 45 fourths is 11 and 1/4. And this is already in simplest form. Now, the second method in adding mixed fraction is to add the whole number first and add the fractional part after adding the whole number. So, let us add 2 plus 8, we have 10. Then, add the fractional part, 3/4, and 2/4. So since they have the same denominator, so just copy their common denominator, that is 4. Then add the numerator, 3 plus 2, we have 5. So we have 10 and 5/4. But 5/4 is improper fraction. So we need to change this to a mixed number. So to do that, we have to divide 5 by 4. 5 divided by 4. So 5 divided by 4, we have 1. 1 times 4, we have 4. Then subtract 5 minus 4, we have 1. So yung quotient ay magiging whole number. So yung whole number na nakuha natin, dinivide natin yung 5 sa 4, ay i-add natin dito sa 10. So we have 10 plus 1. Then, yung remainder sa baba ay magiging numerator, 1, then the denominator still the same. So, 1/4. So, 10 plus 1 and 1/4. Right, so 10 plus 1, we have 11. And just write the fractional part, 11 and 1/4. So, pareho lang yung answer na nakuha natin doon sa unang method at dito sa second method na ginamit natin. Okay, now let us subtract mixed number having the same denominator. So, 4 and 5/6 minus 2 and 2/6. So, first method, let us change the mixed number to improper fraction first. So, multiply the whole number by the denominator. 4 times 6, we have 24. Add the numerator plus 5, we have 29/6. Next, minus 2 and 2/6. So, 2 times 6, we have 12. Plus 2, we have 14. So, that is 14/6. So, copy the common denominator, 6, then subtract the numerator. 29 minus 14 is 15. So, 15/6 is an improper fraction kasi mas mataas yung numerator sa denominator. So, change that to mixed number by dividing 15 by 6. So, 15 divided by 6. So, ilang 6 ang makikita sa 15? So, we have just 2. 2 times 6 is 12. Then, subtract 5 minus 2, we have 3. Then 1 minus 1 is 0. So, our quotient is 2 ay magiging whole number. Then, yung numerator ay ang remainder. So, that is 3. Then, yung denominator natin will never change. So, that is 6. So, 15/6 is equal to 2 and 3/6. So, yung fractional part na 3/6 is not still in lowest term. So, pwede pa natin itong ma-reduce sa lowest term by dividing 3 and 6 sa kanilang greatest common factor na 3. Divide 3 by 3 and also divide 6 by 3. So, copy the whole number, 2, then 3 divided by 3, we have 1. 6 divided by 3, we have 2. Right. So the difference of this mixed number is 2 and 1/2. Second method ay isasubtract natin una yung whole number saka yung fractional part. So 4 minus 2 is equal to 2. Then subtract 5 over 6 minus 2 over 6. So since they are having the same denominator, so just copy 6, then subtract the numerator 5 minus 2, 3. So 2 and 3 over 6. So hindi pa to lowest term, need natin siyang i-divide by 3. So copy the whole number, then divide 3 by 3, we have 1. 6 divided by 3, we have 2. So, pareho lang yung answer natin, 2 and 1/2. Okay, now let us add fractions with different denominators. So first, in adding fractions with different denominators or adding dissimilar fractions, we have to find first their least common denominator or the LCD. So find the least common denominator of 2, 4, and 3 by finding their least common multiple. So first, let us find the multiples of 2. We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. The multiples of 4 are 4, 8, 12. Multiples of 3 are 3, 6, 9, 12. So, yung kanilang least common multiple ay ang pinakababang number na parehong multiple ng 2, 4, and 3. And that is 12. So, 12 lamang yung common na multiple ng 2, 4, and 3 na pinakababa. So, therefore, yung LCD natin ay 12. Okay. Next, divide the LCD sa denominator ng ating fraction. So, dito muna tayo magsisimula sa 1/2. 12 divided by 2, that is 6. Then, times sa numerator, 6 times 1, we have 6. Plus, 12 divided by 4, we have 3 times 1, and that is 3. 12 divided by 3, we have 4 times 1, and that is 4. Okay, so copy the LCD, then add the numerator. 6 plus 3, we have 9, plus 4, we have 13. So 13 over 12. And 13 over 12 is an improper fraction kasi mas mataas yung numerator kaysa denominator. So we have to change that to mixed number. So dividing 13 by 12, we have 13 divided by 12. So we have 1/12 in 13. So write 1 as the quotient, then multiply 1 times 12, we have 12. Then subtract 3 minus 2, we have 1. 1 minus 1, we have 0. So 1 yung remainder natin. So yung quotient natin ay magiging whole number. So 13 over 12 or 1. At ang remainder ay ang magiging numerator at yung denominator ay hindi magbabago. So that is 12. So therefore, 13 over 12 or 1 and 1/12. Next, we have 1/2 plus 1/4. So, these are dissimilar fractions kasi yung denominator nila ay magkaiba. So, we have first to find the LCD of 2 and 4 by finding the less common multiple of 2 and 4. So, for 2, we have 2, 4, 6. And for 4, we have 4, 8, 12. So, yung less common multiple ng 2 and 4 is 4. Therefore, yung LCD natin ay 4. Divide the LCD by the denominator. So, 4 divided by 2, we have 2 times 1, 2. Plus 4 divided by 4, 1 times 1, we have 1. Then, copy the LCD, 4. Then, add the numerator, 2 plus 1, and that is 3. So, 3/4 is already in its simplest form. Okay, now let us subtract the similar fractions. 7/9 minus 2/4. So, kukunin natin yung LCD ng 9 at saka ng 4 by finding their less common multiple. So, for 9, we have 9, 18, 27, 36, then 45. For 4, we have 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36. So, meron na tayong less common multiple o yung tinatawag na pinakamababang multiple na parehong makikita sa 9 at saka sa 4. And that is 36. So, ang LCD natin ay 36. Then, divide the LCD sa ating denominator. 36 divided by 9, we have 4. Times 7, we have 28. 28 minus 36 divided by 4, we have 9. Times 2, we have 18. Then copy the LCD, that is 36. Then subtract the numerator, 28 minus 18 is 10. So we have 10 over 36. And 10 over 36 is not in its lowest term. So we have to reduce 10 over 36 by dividing it by their greatest common factor. So ano yung greatest common factor ng 10 and 36? So that is 2. So i-divide natin yung 10 at saka yung 36 by 2. So 10 divided by 2, we have 5. 36 divided by 2, we have 18. So therefore, yung difference ng 7 over 9 and 2 over 4 is 5 over 18. And 5 over 18 is already in its simplest form. Now, let us add mixed numbers having unlike denominators. So, first method is by changing a mixed number to improper fraction. So, 2 times 8, 16, plus 4, we have 20 over 8, plus 3 times 6, 18, plus 3, we have 21 over 6. Then, since we are having the different denominators. So, kukunin natin yung kanilang LCD ng 8 at saka ng 6. So, kunin muna natin yung least common multiple ng 8. We have 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56. Yung multiples ng 6 are 6, 12, 18, 24, 30. Meron na tayong multiples of 8, common multiple of 8 and 6, and that is 24. So, yung LCD natin ay 24. 24 divided by 8, we have 3. 3 times 20 is 60. So, 60 plus 24 divided by 6, we have 4. Times 21, that is 84. Okay, copy the LCD, then add the numerators. 60 plus 84 is 144. Since 144 over 24 is an improper fraction, so change this to mixed number. So let us divide 144 by 24. So ilang 24 meron ang 144? So we have 6. Then 6 times 24 is 144. So wala tayong remainder. Therefore, 144 divided by 24 or 6. So 6 yung ating answer. Ito ay whole number. Okay, now let us subtract mixed number having different denominators. So let us first change this into an improper fraction. So 10 and 2 fifths. 10 times 5, 50 plus 2, that is 52 over 5. Minus 4 times 8, we have 32 plus 2, we have 34 over 8. So 52 over 5 and 34 over 8 are dissimilar fractions. At the same time, they are now an improper fraction. So since they are dissimilar fractions, we have to find the LCD of 5 and 8 by finding their least common multiple. The multiples of 5 are 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Ang multiples ng 8, 8, 16, 24, 32, 40. So, yung ating least common multiple ay 40. So, therefore, 40 ay ang ating LCD. Next, divide 40 by 5. 40 divided by 5, 8. Then 8 times 52. 8 times 52, we have 416. Then 416 minus 40 divided by 8, we have 5 times 34. 5 times 34 is 170. Okay, then copy the LCD, then subtract the numerator, 416 minus 170. We have 246. 246 over 40 is an improper fraction. So we have to divide 246 over 40 to change it to a mixed fraction. So 246 divided by 40. So 24 cannot be divided by 40. So we have to divide 246 by 40. Ilang 40 ang meron? Yung 246. So merong 6 na 40 ang 246. So multiply 6 times 40, we have 240. Then subtract 6 minus 0, we have 6. 4 minus 0, 4 minus 4, 0. 2 minus 2, 0. So therefore, yung ating whole number ay 6. Yung remainder ang magiging numerator, that is 6. Then, yung denominator is still the same. So we have 6 and 6 over 40. But, yung 6 over 40 is still not in its lowest term. So, pwede pa natin itong gawing lowest term by dividing 6 and 40 sa kanilang greatest common factor. So, yung greatest common factor ng 6 and 40 ay 2. So, divided by 2, we have, so, copy yung whole number na 6. Then, 6 divided by 2, we have 3. 40 divided by 2, we have 20. So, therefore, yung difference ng 10 and 2/5 and 4 and 2/8 is 6 and 3 over 20.
Thank you for watching. This is your teacher na MATHinik saying, mathematics is not that as difficult. It only takes willingness to learn something. For more videos, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell. Like, comment, and share.